I'm CeCe Heil, and I'm Senior Counsel at the ACLJ. I've been an attorney for 30 years, and in fact, I was going to law school at Regent University when the ACLJ first started. So I've known our Chief Counsel, Jay Sekulow, for over 30 years, and I've watched the work of the ACLJ since that time, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. As Senior Counsel, I oversee all of our international work and all the work that we do at the United Nations through the European Center for Law and Justice, as well as I participate in our pro-life work here in the United States. We file at least 75 documents each year at the United Nations, and that doesn't count all the work we do sending letters and other advocacy to other international entities. So every single day, I'm reviewing, I'm editing, I'm drafting, I'm approving those documents. And then I'm also tracking our litigation for pro-life. I have to write blogs and do all the editing and approval for anything, again, that's written and that goes out from the ACLJ that involves anything international. We get thousands of requests each year for legal help, and so those are divvied out to each of the attorneys, and then just having to approve potential cases as they come in, that keeps my days pretty busy. First case that I handled at the ACLJ was a case involving baby Joseph, and baby Joseph was a little baby that was born with a disease, and he was in a hospital in Canada, and they had determined that baby Joseph's life was not worth living. So they were going to pull him off the ventilator and literally murder this child. And so his parents contacted us and hired us to help save baby Joseph's life. And all the parents wanted to do was have a tracheotomy put in to this little baby so that they could take him home and he could live out his life until the Lord called him home and not have a hospital decide whether he could live or die. He was flown by a medical helicopter, or I think airplane, to St. Louis, and I flew at the same time to meet him. And I remember, I'll never forget this moment, walking in, it was about midnight when my plane landed and I got in, walking into the NICU and seeing little baby Joseph there. It was just an absolute miracle, and it was a highlight of my career because he was able to be treated and he was able to be sent home with his parents, and he got to live out his life as long as the Lord wanted him to live. And the parents were so grateful that they made me his godmother, and that was such an honor. And it was one of those moments when you're practicing law, but when you have an outcome in a case that's life-saving, that changes everything. The ACLJ is needed now more than ever, because I think every person who even is listening to my voice knows this is a time that we really just haven't seen. Liberties and moral values and things are just slipping away, and we need somebody willing to step up and say, no, we're not going to lose our rights, and we're going to stand up for life, and we're going to stand up for religious liberty, and we're not going to be bullied and let those be taken away from us.